that. Hi, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear friends, and how are you today? Excuse my hair, having a bit of a hair day today. Gosh, there is so much going on in the world, isn't there? Between people responding and dealing and reacting with COVID-19, the uproar, the awakening of some people, the healing for black people, everything seems to be happening all at once. And today's meditation, I really wanted us to meditate together, to find a space to get some clarity, get a sense of letting everything that's probably in your head, just letting it settle, flow through the body and come out, because it's so easy. And hands up, I'm here. Hands up, it's so easy for the thoughts to swirl round in the head, and for the pain, the anguish, the trauma on both sides, black and white, the trauma to be locked in your body, that it's very hard to move forward. And we haven't got the time, we don't have the luxury to be stuck. I accept we've got to honour the process. Yes, we always have to honour our own healing, our own journey. Yet at the same time, we have to be mindful that there's work to be done. And we have to find a way to balance the work to be done, the inner work, the inner healing, the inner clearing. And the more we can clear the inner work, the more effective we are on the outer world. That for me is the crux of the matter. So do what you can. Every time you get a little insight, a little clearing on the inside, magnify that on the outside. Yeah, sit, acknowledge, at the same time use your bit of learning, insight, courage, strength, whatever, just to do a bit more on the outside. And to get that unstuckness feeling, I always say to come back to the breath. And I recognise that at times, particularly when you're seeing things on TV, or you're reading something, or you're listening to someone talk about their trauma, their experience, you can hold your breath. And I'm sure you've been through that time the last couple of weeks, just holding your breath, not being able to breathe, and having to make that conscious, really, and then you go to the opposite extreme, might end up sagging. So today I just want to invite you to take a moment to let it out. Sometimes you've got to scream it out, sometimes you've got to be very graceful and just let it out. Really, don't even think about breathing, 3-part yogic breath, ocean breath, breathing technique. Just let your body breathe. And again, just get a sense of, gosh, what does it feel like to breathe? Take 3 more full breaths in, any which way. You can breathe in for your toes, you can breathe in for your nose, your fingers, your chest, your heart. Just find somewhere to breathe and let it go. Breathe out through the mouth. And then just allow yourself the time and the space to settle. To find a way to settle. To find a way to start that process of letting the brain know that you're safe. The brain is often in a hypervigilant mode, keeping its antennas out. And the minute it feels that we've got the breath tense and it senses that we can actually start to let the breath go, the brain settles. And as your brain settles through the breath, your mind can settle through the breath. And as your mind starts to settle, ooh, the body, oh my gosh, the body settles. And as the body settles, ooh, the mind settles. And as the mind settles, the brain settles. And as the brain starts to settle, the breath starts to settle. And as the breath settles, the mind and the body start to settle. And as the body and the mind start to settle, the brain settles. And we develop that loop, that habit, that response of relaxation. The mind, the body, the breath start to settle. You start to notice what is happening to the breath. You start to notice the in-breath. You start to become aware of what's going on minute by minute with the breath, moment by moment with the breath. You start to let the brain know that this breath is a safety breath. This breath is not a panic breath, a sensation that I can't breathe. This breath is a safe breath. Our body, oh my God, I feel the tears swelling up. This breath is a breath of release. A breath that our body is safe. A breath that acknowledges the pain of other people, the suffering. It is also a breath of victory. A breath that we are here. We've survived the trauma. A breath that acknowledges the pain. A breath that acknowledges the suffering. And a breath that reminds me that I'm here. I have a choice. I can make a difference. It's a breath that we can take together. It's a collective breath, a powerful breath, a meaningful breath. A breath that allows our brain to soften. A breath that allows our body to know that we've got stored up pain, tension, angst. Yet this breath, this one breath, we can take it. We can breathe. In the moment of breath, we can invite a sense of softness. We can invite a sense of, oh my God, I can breathe. We can take the next breath. And the next. And the next. I've done a lot of work, yoga meditation with people who are serving custodial sentences. And in that prison environment, it's not safe. You have to be on your guard. You just don't know who's behind you. You have to be vigilant. Yet in that practice, in that moment of sitting with their breath, in the circle, the space we create, they can glean a sense of safety. They get a sense of, oh, it's okay. They can let down their guard. Just for a moment, they can let down that vigilant guard. And in letting down that guard, allowing themselves to be vulnerable, they gain a sense of ease. It doesn't last long, but they have that sense, you get that sense of ease. And the brain can feel that sense. The brain, the body can notice a difference. And it wants more. The brain, the body, they want more. They want that peace. They want to feel that calm and certainty. Because we were born with traumas, yet the body also can recall a time when there was peace, there was ease, there was grace, there was celebration. And the sweetness of the practice, the sweetness of connecting with your breath, it's to remember that time, to recall that time when you felt that sense of ease, that sense of peace. And even if that sense of ease, that sense of peace is right now watching this video, sharing this time, this moment, this connection with you and I together, the universe. That's all the body needs, that's all the brain needs to recall that we don't have to hate, there is another way. But it requires you making that individual stance, that commitment to let your breath be your guide, that commitment to settle into your body, to see the beauty of the person in front of you through the eyes of peace, through the eyes of compassion, of love, steadfastness. It is when we can get that sense of peace and compassion, that sense of oneness, that sense of unity, acknowledging that we are different, yet seeing through the eyes of love, the eyes of peace, being grounded in your staff, holding that staff, being grounded. Knowing that all is well. Knowing that it's a crazy situation to be in, yet knowing that you, me, we are well. We have a chance, a space, the opportunity to use our voice, to use the breath, the gift of life, to make a difference in someone else's life. The practice isn't just for ourselves. It is, because the clearer we get, the practice is to be a light, to be a beacon, to show the way, to model peace, serenity, from that place of strength, to sign a petition, to take the next step, to leave your imprint, to sit with a child and show them we can do this. There is a way to unlock all those unconscious biases, all those thoughts of us and them. It doesn't happen overnight. We're talking years, centuries, generations of trauma, of people abusing their power, of people mistrusting the way their gifts can be used, or trying to dominate another race. We are peaceful people. You know, we're all born to be peaceful, to live a life of integrity, of truth, yet somewhere along the way we lose our way. Good morning, Mum. Good morning. We get pulled away from our centre, pulled away from the path that we're supposed to be on, and we allow other things to distract us. So the journey is to be mindful of all that is happening in your immediate environment. It's to stand strong, to acknowledge what is happening, and to take that, to acknowledge what is going on and stand strong, to recognise when people are hurting, to acknowledge the suffering, to know that people lash out, they respond, and then notice what it has on you, and rather than add to that, rather than increase that heightened pressure, take a step back, come into your body, breathe, centre yourself, and once you're centred, then respond. And the more you practice, it has to be a practice so that you can respond quicker. We can't afford to allow too much time and space to happen, because people are hurting. So today I invite you to do your practice. Carve out moments during your day where you can just literally come back, hand on your heart, find your breath, breathe, let go, peel a layer of the onion so that you can be a support, you can be a crutch if need be for someone else, not a crutch, a support, enabler for someone else to take their next step, to let go of their pain, their hatred, their frustration, and just be that light, be that compassionate voice, be the beacon for truth and justice. Thank you. And then I invite you just to take a moment before rushing back into your day, to make that commitment that today is the day where you breathe and you peel back a layer and you step forward into the action, into the space, but from a space of calm, truth and compassion. Thank you. Namaste. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you. So if you found today's insights, today's meditation useful, please like and share, because the more we share, the more we offer alternative, comparable views for people just to know that there are tools, there are resources, strategies, techniques you can do in the comfort of your own home to overcome this veil and be an active servant, to serve from a place of truth and integrity. Okay. Ooh. All right there, friends. Take care. Look after yourself. Keep well. Keep safe. And just remember, love and justice. All the way. Take care. Stay blessed.